So I got in my hand, it's called Beyond Positive Thinking, right? And then as I was reading it, I was realizing that our words are our bond. Our words, not in a, it is in the spiritual world or realm, that these words, when it become our truth, it is these words and ideas and belief, it become the way we view the world, right? So it becomes the law. And as it become a law to us and we accept it in the subconscious mind, what happens is we begin to attract things in our life based upon the law that we accepted that is true, based upon the word and the ideas and the belief that we have programmed them into the subconscious. Because state as you give an idea to your subconscious and you accept them into the subconscious, what happened is it become the law, meaning it becomes truth. And as it becomes truth, these truths become a universal law which attract the circumstances that you hold in your mind. And as you hold an idea and you focus on it, you attract the circumstance into you, whether good or bad. So if you want to attract the good things in life, do away with focusing on the that you're not getting the results that you have in front of you. Imagine yourself that you have a magnificent power within you that you can deposit in the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, it is the garden. And as you plant the seed, so it will grow. As it grows, it becomes the event, the circumstances that you put in. So today I'll be reading to you. I realize this is a great book. It is saying, starting the point of this making permanent and lasting change in your life begin with understanding the difference between positive thinking, negative thinking, and right thinking. Each one of us has the ability to play the game of life with balance, harmony, and joy, but we need to know the rules and the principles. Universal law is not only dependable, but also unchangeable. You cannot depend on it. I mean, I said you cannot depend on it. You can depend on it, and it will work every time. In a sense, um, the universe will never let you down. It doesn't care how old you are, how young you are, how short, how fat, how skinny, how your religion, your nationality, or whether you are a male or a female. The power, the force is within us, and the energy is neutral. We direct it through our own ideas and beliefs. What we're saying that your word is the law in the universe, but you need to know these laws without an understanding of these laws through ignorance. You cannot create what you want. And I have found out that belief become limitation, meaning that your belief, whatever you have from the past, uh, it will attract the same circumstance based upon the belief because the belief become a law and it harmonizes with the universal laws of the universe. And therefore, you attract the same negative event that you don't want. All of our experience has led us to believe certain things about our lives. Whether these beliefs are true or not really does not matter because if we accept them as true, then they are true for us. If we spoke our word long enough, it becomes law in the universe. Pronounce your limitation vigorously enough, and they're yours. Whatever your beliefs are true or totally insane, if you accept them, that is what your life will be about, and it's what life will give you, and that is what life and the universal law will give you to attract more of and experience in your life experience. Once we have accepted an idea, it's an idea whose time has come, and there's nothing that can stop it. That can stop it. If we have accepted an idea of lack and limitation, it's an idea whose time has come for us. There's nothing that we can do about it except to change our mind. If you plant a seed, it's going to grow. If you plant a tomato, you have tomato. But if you um, water negative ideas or really um, bad idea, you get those things in your life. I like this one. Always seek to know the truth about any situation in which you are involved. Look behind your your present belief system as your higher self. What is the truth about this? Your higher self will always reveal the truth to you. If you're ready to hear it, when you act upon the truth, you're using right thinking. It's not a matter of positive or negative, but uh, simply being yourself. And when you're yourself, which means you are allowing your higher self to reveal the truth, every situation you're involved in will resolve itself perfectly. This might sound magical, but it's only the laws of cause and effect in action. Right thinking, which is based on in truth and not illusion, is only the foundation that determines the solidity of the other thinking. Positive thinking and negative thinking are both filtered through our belief system. Right thinking comes from being aware of the truth or reality of the situation. All aim of all great teachers since the beginning of time was to awaken us to the fact that we create our own reality. More importantly, we are responsible for everything that happens in our life. This includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. When we believe someone or something outside of ourselves is cause of our problem, we're always looking outside of our self for the solution. In order to find the true answer to our problem, we must begin by looking at ourselves in a new way, which causes us to see people and events in a new way. The outer world is in many ways a reproduction of our inner world. You must realize that how many troubled people do you know who not given that slightest attention to the fact. No amount of determination, no amount of willpower, inspiration, everything that comes to us by the most elemental laws of physics, laws alike attracts like. This is called the law of attraction. The law of attraction, like all natural laws, operate with mathematical exactitude. It's apparent and personal, which means it works when you want it, and when you don't want it. That's not only with your personality, your religion, belief, being a good or a bad person, anything else. No one uh, lies beyond this law. It's inferior law as real as the laws of gravity. The primary function of the subconscious is to follow the instruction of the conscious mind. It does this by providing whatever conscious mind believes is true. In other words, the job of the subconscious mind is to provide the conscious mind always right. So if you consciously believe that you cannot be, do, or have something, the subconscious will create the circumstances and find the people to prove that you're right. Subconscious mind functions like automatic pilot of an airplane. If the automatic pilot is set to go east, you can manually override the controls and go north. But as soon as you let go, the automatic pilot will have been programmed to go east, will control the plane, and you will fly east. Your subconscious mind does not change the reality of the world around you. It is just filtered information that you present to it in order to support your belief or the picture that you hold in your mind. Your subconscious cannot think for itself. It will draw to you only those things that are consistent with your deeper inner belief, nothing more, nothing less. If you do not know this as the truth and do not realize that you create your reality out of your ideas, you will feel powerless to change your life for the better. Instead, you will feel that you are the victim of people, circumstances, and conditions. You accept yourself as powerless, you will look to something or someone outside of yourself to fulfill that desire. To create what you want, you have to trust the power within you. Now, when you are told to trust the power within you, immediately you can say, look at the starvation, look at the sickness, the war, and the crime in the world. You're telling me to trust the power? If this power exists, why would it allow to this happen? Well, the truth is it doesn't allow anything to happen. Creation, uh, we said the power is neutral. It's simply the power of creation. It's the impersonal force of life. We can use this power or life force to create anything that we want in our life, even if we choose from ignorance. It doesn't matter. It will support us in our ignorance until we learn from it. The effect will always be equal to the cost. If we're in a ditch, it means that the power is supporting us in being in the ditch. If our life is success, it means that power support us in success, our success. All comes out of our. It all comes out. We said earlier that our ideas are created into our results. To put it another way, it's done unto you as you believe, not as you want, but as you believe. There's a vast difference between the two. When you think the universe moves, that means that when you put an idea out into the universe, people, place, and things come into your life to fulfill that idea. What we think causes things to happen. I like that idea. So basically, we in essence, these ideas, these beliefs, has power. When we accept the idea and belief to become true, it starts to become its own power and is drawing a magnetic internal gravity that is drawing this universal power, universal uh, uh, gravity, and you will experience what you have. Most of the time, our belief system is based on a false premise that's not really based on the true reality. Like most of the people, most of the time, are living in an illusion, meaning that they give power over objects and ideas that's disempowering them in a way. And that if they really want to live their true highest self, the true self, their best self, they must disengage, destroy the idea that which they give power, because the idea and the belief it is law in their mind. As they accept it, it becomes the law and the truth. And so therefore they attract the circumstances, the thing that they don't want, the people they don't want to attract, because these ideas and beliefs become part of you. So as it become part of you, it becomes the law. And you start to attract similar vibrations, similar people who are into what you're into, whether either you're into martial art, you attract that. Whether you're into science, you attract that. Whether, you're, the universe arranges itself for you to have that experience based upon how you see yourself and the world and what ideas that's go inside yourself. I would say this is witchcraft, but yeah, but witchcraft is basically just using nature energy and that harnessing energy and putting it out to the universe. It's the same thing. Every time we write the goal down or vision board, what we're actually doing is focusing in um, our energy to become more powerful, and it releases by our desire, and it releases it to the universe, and it become a wave, and it attract to you uh, the event, the people, whatever into your life. But also, I think that law of attraction and the our intuition going hand in hand, because every time when we have write down our goal or do vision board or whatever that is, it will activate the law of attraction too to attract the circumstances into your life. And as you put in and deposit ideas what you want and you water it, your subconscious mind send out frequencies and it increases your frequency and it will likely the chance for you to attract that in your life. So I know this most people think it won't happen in your life. It will. If you think long enough, believe long enough, and you make your subconscious believe long enough, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, what happens is the event will start to happen like magic. It really does. Let's say you're having a bad day today, and that you miss. I'll give you a great example. I don't know if I explained this to you. I had this event happen once before, and at this event, right, I was gonna go take a bus. I was I was going to take a bus to the college, my college, or my old college, or I used to go to college. So I missed the bus, right? And I was like, wow, I'm gonna be late. What happened is some magical event, something happened, right? Uh, my friend honked at me and beeping at me. I was like, oh, that's my friend. But by the time I already know that I was aware of the synchronicity, law of attraction, and I was like, wow, what luck I have! Holy crap! Like this is awesome! Like remember everything that happens. Like even if you miss the bus, what happens is you believe something will happen greater. It will help you. It will send you people to help you to get where you want to go, your destination. So anybody that you attract will help you and support you on your mission or on your goal. And it's just because as you focus, as you let's say you study an idea subject, what happens is you start to attract that subject into your life, and you start to hear it, you start to see it, you start to experience it into your life. That's what happened to me. I start to hear it, I start to hear the law of attraction, I start to experience it. What happens? I draw people, books, and ideas into my life, and I act upon it and I experience it, and I use my intuition. So that's pretty much it for today. And I think it's a brief, it's a good book. Um, oh yeah, write your own script. All humans have an innate desire to reach their potential. The problem is that this desire to grow and develop make us unhappy with the way things are. We have three main beliefs about life that prevent us from being happy and satisfied. The first belief is what I don't not have better than what I do have. This a variation of the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. The second belief is having more is better. No matter how much I have, more of it will be better. The third belief is when I get what I want, I'll be happy. Is this really true? Perhaps you're familiar with the term success ethic. The success ethic simply say when you get what you want, you will be happy. It's based upon the theory that if we work hard, and solve all these problems in our life, someday we'll be happy. That sounded like a tragedy or something. The majority of our thoughts and activity in life are centered around solving problems. We learn whatever you think about becomes your reality. Also, what you think about most of the time is usually problems. Indeed, the first thing that many of us think about when we get out of bed in the morning are all problems that we have to solve and how hard we have to work. We've been trained to think about what isn't, what should we be, and what we don't have, and how we might remedy a situation, solve it, or make it better. And so when we first wake up, you're first automatically on all the problems that you must face in all day. You will take an honest look at your life. However, you will probably find that sometimes working hard and having the right things do not fundamentally improve the quality of your life. In fact, they probably take away from the quality of your life by diminishing the fun and excitement of living. Let's talk about the creative process. You and I want to create our life in the best possible manner. To do this, we must flow with life instead of flowing against life. To flow with life, we want to create from the model of being, doing, having. The universe flow from being to doing and having. Being is an internal experience. It comes from within you. You can allow your outer experience to determine your state of being, your level of happiness, etc. But you can run the very risk of those outer circumstances, controlling your life, how you feel about yourself. If you say, I'll be happy, when in feeling blank, you will never be happy. Suppose you think a new job will change your life, so you get a new job, and pretty soon it's the same old stuff. You have to deal with people, handle responsibility, meet deadlines, and work others who are not in line as you. That's the reality of it. You then realize that this job doesn't make any major difference in the way you feel, so you have to find something else to make you happy. Maybe you think a new mate, a home, having a baby, or making more money will change your life. Eventually, yeah, all those things are not happy. The reason is simple: nothing outside of us, outside will ever make us happy. Because happiness is an inside out experience, and it starts at the being level. The truth is that life flows from being, doing, and having. If you're being happy and satisfied, from the inside out, you will start doing what happy and satisfied people do. You know, I come to realize that you need to be the person first to attract the people in your life. In order to have it, you must become the person who you always wanted to be, meaning that you always wanted to have, you heal yourself first, and then you do the right thing, and you have the right knowledge. I think that you have the right knowledge and you're trying to improve yourself, quality of either the mate, the people, and the idea, you drop a force within you, you release it into the universe, in the ether, and you draw in them into your life, and that make it more possible to be able to say like, I can attract this in my life, I can attract this in my life. But also, I think that to be honest, if we're just going to attract anything, then we must understand what we want to attract. I think that we have to be specific of what do we want to attract. Because if we have this power to attract, then we must focus on what we want to attract, not what we don't. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and like my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.